Do you want to know the secret to stopping your overactive, overthinking mind, even if only for a few moments? The interesting thing is, you're already doing it. You're doing it throughout your day. You've been doing it your entire life. The secret is, though, that you just really need to become aware of it more. And this is something we really dive into in my New You program. We talk a lot about breath work, but I'm going to give you just a very simple exercise that's going to prove to you that when you shift your focus from what's happening in your mind, what's happening in your reality, to your breath, all of a sudden your mind quiets and all of that noise just fades away. Now, I know this isn't something that happens all throughout your day, right? You can maybe take a deep breath and focus into your body and your mind quiets, but then you open your eyes and you go back to the noise of the reality. But when you learn to do this throughout your day, something very interesting happens. Your body starts to build new circuitry, new neural circuitry. It starts to eliminate old habits, old patterns of being stuck in fight or flight, being very anxious, and it starts to realize that, you know, when when we bring it back to the body and start to focus on the breath, it's time to calm down. Your body will literally start to calm down. All you need to do is create that new habit of focusing on your breath periodically throughout your day. Now, you do this when you feel good, high vibe, and that way it becomes available when you're a little bit low vibe, when you get triggered, right? We're going to go through just a very simple exercise right now, and I'm going to prove to you that simply focusing on your breath, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. There's no element of strangeness or mysticism or woo woo involved with this. It's simply just shifting your focus from your thoughts to your breath, brings it into the body, makes the body more conscious. That will slow your mind down. You see, the interesting thing is your mind can't really focus on multiple things at once. Now, you can multitask, right? But it shifts from one topic to the next, right? It may do it so quickly that you think you're focusing on multiple things at once, but really you're not. It's really a linear thing. That's how the mind works. So when you could break that cycle, hit that circuit breaker, right? Trip that switch, what happens is the mind focuses on something more productive. It has to let go of all of those anxious thoughts, and then the body responds by calming down. It starts to feel safe, right? And the only reason we didn't feel safe energetically is because we were not focused on the body. We were focused out into the mental field. And when you do that, you become ungrounded, untethered, detached, right? Just not grounded in the body, not grounded fully into this reality. And that creates a feeling of anxiousness, anxiety, and stress. So, if you're with me at this moment, let's just simply close our eyes and take a deep breath into your heart space and fill that heart space with with air, with light, with love, and feel it. Focus that energy. Focus that breath as it moves down in through your nose into your heart space, and you're going to notice that your mind quiets down. Again, this is not a complicated technique. This is just a very basic and simple technique. But if you become aware of this technique, you'll have a tool that you can use throughout your day to get out of your mind and back into your body. So let's close our eyes right now and let's focus on our heart space for a moment. Sit comfortable, relax, pull your shoulder blades back, down, really open up your heart space, and just take a deep breath in through your nose and fill your heart space with air, with breath. Go ahead now. And exhale. We're going to take one more breath. As you take this breath, I want you to be aware of the heart space, your chest, your lungs expanding. I want you to focus on feeling what's happening in that space as you fill your lungs with air. You can envision this air as being a bright, brilliant white light that you're drawing in from your energetic field all around you into your heart space. So let's take one more breath. Be aware of what's happening in your body, what you're feeling in the moment, and allow that air to come in, that light, and fully fill your lungs and your heart space. Sit comfortably, shoulder blades back, expand that heart space, eyes closed. Take a deep breath in through your nose. fully filling that heart space, fully filling your lungs deep into the lower lobes of your lungs, and exhale. I'm going to ask you one simple question during that exercise. Were you thinking about something else, or were you present and feeling what was going on within your body as you drew that breath in to your lungs? That is the secret. You see, when you bring awareness to what's happening subconsciously throughout your day, the breathing, all of a sudden that becomes conscious. You actually bring more energy to your body. That gets energy moving. All of that noise in the mind starts to settle down as your body starts to feel safe, okay? Because you're bringing energy to it. It can let go of all of that noise and all of that anxiety. And that really, even if you just do that simple exercise periodically throughout your day, you're going to find that you are living in a more relaxed state. You're not as heightened in fight or flight. You're not as anxious. Maybe your blood pressure starts to fall a little bit. Maybe your heart rate starts to slow. Your brain waves start to drop from that beta into alpha and even sometimes theta state, simply because you are bringing your attention back to your body. We call that becoming conscious of what's happening in your system. You are leading the way by consciously moving energy through your breath into your heart space. Again, there are more advanced techniques to help you be able to anchor into your root chakra, anchor into your sacral, in your solar plexus, in your third eye, all sorts of techniques to be able to do that. This is a very simple one to help stop that overthinking mind, to help give your mind something productive to focus on. Okay, so when it feels like there's a problem there and it can't find the solution to the problem, we're gonna give it something to actually work on that's very productive. And when it does that, like I said earlier in this video, it cannot focus on all of that noise. You will realize very quickly that it lets go of the noise, focuses into the body. You are directing its attention inward, feeling what's happening in here as you draw energy into your body and fill your heart space. You will notice that you're going to start to feel more calm. Your heart rate's going to slow down, and you're going to just feel a lot more anchored, grounded, a lot more aligned, and ready to take on the day from that moment forward.